recorded. As of making this recording, I'm heading to work, and we're still in the middle of it. But I do believe that we're far enough ahead that we're gonna win. So, if that's the case, GG guys, and if well played. And if it's not the case and we end up taking second place, GG guys, well played. First and foremost, though, we're getting into the first fight that we got, which is Galleon Clara Yen, and it's a very classic defense. They're gonna try to outspeed, strip, defense break, attack buff, and nuke down. So we're gonna go in with an all fire lineup, which is going to be able to tank the Yen, hopefully. If we do not outspeed, we're hoping that the defense break falls on the Rauk, and that's basically what happens here. But we do cut in, so that allows us to team up, and we're going to target the Yen first, because she's going to be the damage. After that, the Cleric goes next, and she does surprisingly high amounts of damage. So she's able to kill the Garo and make it a 2v1. But at this point, I think as long as I'm able to take out the Clara before Galleon gets his time to loop back up, not a problem, because the 1-turn defense break I can cut into, but the 2-turn defense break I don't think I would have been able to get out of Clara's way. So there we go. Now into our second match, we're going to bring in a Speedy Lucian and a Speedy Julie with our Galleon lead. Basically we're going to try to outspeed, defense break, and attack buff, and nuke. If they're on will, could cause a problem, but that's why the Lucian's going after the Julie, so that way he can go ahead and finish up. I wasn't expecting Julie to take out the Changpong and the Minato, but you know, can't complain about it, and Lucian won't complain about it. It just makes his cleanup that much easier. Now here they have a very tanky defense with the Ritesh, the Rakan, and the Chow. So we're going to bring in the Perna to go ahead and tank the Chow. If his life gets down low enough, Rakan will target him next. Luckily we outspeed. We're able to get a stun on the Rakan, and I'm hoping he's on Vampire, not on Violent, because if we can keep him stunned, we'll be able to control the match. Put up some defense buffs so we can deal a little bit of extra damage from our wind damage dealers, and we're going to target the Rakan first. If we need to, we can revive Perna again, so that she'll have a 3rd life. And here we go. Get the Rakan out of the way. Now we can go on to the Ritesh. We got 3 damage dealers versus him, so all we got to do is make sure that this Chow doesn't completely murder us. But as I said again, shouldn't be a problem. We're able to target down the Ritesh and get him out of the way. Chow takes turn to Perna's 1st life, and he's trying to do his part of the job by, you know, using his violent procs, and he's doing what he can, but unfortunately it's not enough to go 3v1. So GG, Chow. Hate to do it to you. You're my favorite Nat 5 since you were my first, but you gotta go. And going into this one, I thought this was a pretty cool defense, but I thought we'll just bring in the Oblivion, double rocks. Did not expect to outspeed, but it was okay that we did. The first rock came off a violent proc, which kind of may have been good or bad. It doesn't really matter. It did kill the Miho, and then second rock comes down and just makes short work of it. Still, like I said, we didn't expect to outspeed it, but we did it, so cool. And into this fight, we have Nana, I think it's Nera and Juno. We'll slow them down with Leo's passive. That way it'll keep their damage to a minimum. The Kinky can take hits all day long. And then we brought in the Jubel because his passive mitigates damage as well. So I was like, okay, this will work. The plan here is to get the Light Beast Rider off of her mount as quickly as possible. Mainly because we don't want Nana to be I'm sorry, we don't want Nana to be reviving her back onto her beast. So we got to kill Nana first, get the Beast Rider off of her beast, and here I really should have gone ahead and tried to get the Beast Rider off before I went for that. I should have killed the Nana there too. I should have gotten rid of the chance for her to get that spiritual orb, but I don't. Instead, I go for the Beast Rider, and that was a mistake because she ends up killing my Jubel, gets an orb back. I end up having to kill Nana again, twice. But at this point, I got rid of the orb, killed off the Beast Rider. I'm gonna take care of the Nana now. The Juno goes absolutely crazy and just stuns me like so many times in this match. I wonder why my Juno doesn't do this, but you know, it is what it is. Either way, Juno versus Kinky and Leo 2v1 is not going to be a thing that we should lose, so it's alright. We got through it. Going from here, we'll move into our next defense, which is Sierra, Orion, Perna. We bring in the Uno. We're hoping that Perna takes his first shot, then we're hoping that the Sierra kills the Iunu, but that isn't what happens. The Iunu gets blown up, the Perna kills him, so the return shot goes on Perna, which doesn't deal enough damage. Tried to put the Oblivion on him, didn't work. So we're just going to have to deal as much damage as we can here. We're going to get rid of Perna's first life, and then we're going to try to kill the Juno next. But of course, she stays alive. That was a very lucky stun I got off of the Belinus onto the Orion. I mean, I know the Uno's gone no matter what, so I just try to put a little bit of extra life, or little bit extra damage onto the Orion. We're going to kill the Perna. And then from here, I'm just hoping that I can outproc the Juno. Obviously, she puts the bomb on, kills off the Iunu. That's fine. I'm okay with it. From here on out, there's nothing else she can do. She can put the bomb on Juno. She can't detonate it. I'll heal back up. And 2 fire versus 1 Sierra, no problem. Going into this one, it was kind of different. I don't know if it's common anymore or if it's common now, but I never saw it. So I was like, okay, you got Savannah as your main damage and a couple of fire supports. So we'll bring in Fenyang to make us all tanky. I forgot that I re-ruined my Elsherion for TOA. I was trying to rush and my plan didn't work out. So he moves a lot slower than he's supposed to. I think now he's at plus 50 speed, and he's usually at plus 130 speed on Swift. So here I didn't plan on him being so slow, so we basically went into this already handicapping ourselves. I decided to go for the guaranteed immunity for 1 turn, and we're going to try to control down this Chloe, get her low enough so that way the shield goes on her, and now we gotta attack the Savannah. Savannah has to go down. She's the main damage. She's gonna go after the Abelio, which is fine because Abelio will cleanse himself. I didn't expect the Kamoon to go crazy though. He put on so much damage. But once we can get rid of that Savannah, we shouldn't have a problem with this. The Kamoon cannot kill my Fenyang, and he's basically the only form of damage on the team now. I've got Abelio to heal, I've got the Fenyang to heal. They both increase attack bars. There's no way we lose to Kamoon and Chloe. It's just a matter of getting through the fight. So, yeah, here we go. Nice defense, guys. On to the next one. Now here we got Fenyang, Ariel, and Laika. I thought that going into this one wouldn't be too hard either. We bring in the tractor to absorb the Fenyang's damage. Can't be defense broken, so shouldn't be too hard. I didn't plan on outspeeding again, but you know, it happens. Now with Nora, I do make a couple of misplays here, especially if Fenyan defense breaks her. Leica would just one-shot her. But I did go ahead and make sure I get the immunity up, take more strips, and using Tractor, the goal was to try to control the Leica and the Aerial so that we don't take as much damage or as much or don't let them heal as much as they can. Tried putting on as much dots as I could onto the Leica. Tried to stun here, didn't work. Now Leica stays pretty healthy, so Aerial doesn't go for the heal. We go here for another strip, and again, that's where I messed up. I should not have done that, because if Nora would have got defense broken, that Leica would have murdered her in that shot. Here we're gonna go for the taunt again, which lands, and that's able to stop Aerial from healing. We stun up the Aerial, heal everybody up, put the immunity back on. Trying to get more dots on, it's not working. But here we'll just go through, back into stuns, and we're going to go ahead and just strip off. Again, it doesn't really matter at this point. So we're good to go. We can land more dots, put more taunts on, and just finish off the Aerial. Now here we went into our final fight, and they had an LD-Nat 5 Maximilian. So I brought out my LD-Nat 5. Better speed lead. I was hoping I was faster than the Rika, but I wasn't. That could have been bad if she would have stunned. My Suiki does so much work here. As you can see, my Lumaid basically was just a target. It took all the dots. Didn't matter. Died so quick. But here, Sylvia gets a violent proc, and that allows us to go 2v1, and then from here, Suiki just finishes it off. But anyway, that was the Guild War. Glad you guys joined me for it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Once again, Angels of Death and ExodusZ. GG, well played. Take care, guys. See you in the